Hey, shop at Teesprings for all your goods merchandise. We got what you need. You need shirts? No problem. You need mugs? No problem. You ain't got no money? Problem. Get the red suit, get the monkey, raise some money, buy a shirt.
What the was that?
WTF. All right, so we have Carla back on WTF, so we're really happy to have her back on the show. Art's gone, and Manny has MIA'd on another WTF, so we're glad to have you as our permanent fill-in for WTF, so I appreciate it.
Thank you. Always happy to help.
All right, so today's WTF.
What do you have for me today?
So we normally do something weird, crazy, strange, sexy type stories. So it's like this one's back in the strange and weird kind of category.
So lately we're like stepping away from the sexy.
I mean, we're gonna get back there. We're gonna get work.
Okay.
As soon as we get a good story, we'll work our way back there.
Okay.
But this story in regards to the pandemic. Right. So there's a lot of countries out there that have ways to kind of help make sure people aren't out after like lockdown times and curfews and stuff like that.
Helping to reduce the spread and lower the spread and stuff like that.
Obviously not here in Texas where everything's open here, but in other countries
like
they're still.
Everybody's just partying.
They definitely are. Look it up on YouTube. They definitely are. But so this story actually takes place in the Philippines.
Okay.
All right. So
I haven't heard a lot of positive things from there. So.
I mean,
let's say.
Not really, and this is not going to be on the positive side either.
Okay.
But they currently have a lockdown because they are still obviously going through the pandemic, and they've had like tens of thousands of deaths that are going through for the pandemic for COVID. But the way that they're enforcing a lockdown is by making people do squats.
What? I mean, but that is an awesome idea. Like everybody will have like a nice booty.
You feel like, yeah, right? People are gonna be like healthier, stuff like that.
Having a nice booty. Like, I mean, squats are like kind of like different depending on what you're making. So that's good.
In theory, it sounds great, but that's not what happened in this one. So a man in the Philippines, a Darren Monog, he's 28, from the Cavite province in Philippines, has died from doing 300 squats for breaking the COVID curfew.
Oh my! Okay, but what, he's like timed or something that he needed to make like certain, like the 300 in a certain amount of time?
All right, so let's explain.
Because I can do the 300. No.
So let's explain. All right, so they were actually under lockdown at that point, so they weren't allowed to leave their residence and stuff like that. They had to stay home because they wanted to make sure they limited the amount of people that were out. But it was after hours, and his family needed water. So he decided to leave his house and break curfew. Was stopped by the police, and as punishment, in the Philippines, what they're doing for breaking COVID curfew is by making people do, their words is called pumping exercises.
Pumping exercises?
Pumping exercises. That's their terminology for squats, what we would call a squat.
Okay.
So what they're penalizing people is for doing 100 pumping exercises or 100 squats if you're found out after the curfew when it's a lockdown. So
then what the hell who's supposed to do 300?
Exactly. So we're gonna get into that. So he did 100, and the whole thing is to make sure that you're tired and like your legs burn. Exactly. Like you don't want to be out, right?
But I mean, by then you probably wouldn't have the energy to go back home, so you wouldn't stay out time.
But they said normally people maybe pass out, experience a lot of tiredness and pain and stuff like that, but they feel like it's not a bad punishment, right? Well, the police made him do this multiple times because he wasn't getting the result that they wanted. So he ended up doing a total of 300 of these squats. They said that he nearly passed out at that particular point, could barely walk when he got home, but he did make it home alive.
Oh my God, so that's even worse. Like the fact that oh my God. So he died at home?
So the next day, he started to have convulsions, and he passed out again, but they could not revive him. And he succumbed to these squats. They said that once again, they've had like tens of thousands of people pass away. So this is the way that they're treating it to make sure that people stay home and abide by the
So
laws.
you either stay home
or you die by squats.
you die by doing squats.
You die by squats.
So I will suggest. So maybe my takeaway from this is like, I don't think that it's a business to get kind of like a nice workout, like doing it there in like the Philippines, because you will die. That's basically what it's.
Basically, don't break curfew in the Philippines. I mean, or don't do squats in the Philippines. Maybe that's what it is.
yes.
Maybe the moral of the story is don't do squats in the Philippines.
Look, I have seen a shirt that says doing squats because there's no rapper that sings about little butts. So basically that's going on there, that people have like little asses.
Oh my God, just think about the asses in the Philippines right now.
Yes, so maybe they're small and this is a good way. Honestly,
We have to look at this now.
Look, honestly, okay, wait. Honestly, I don't think that it's a huge, like a bad idea, but just make sure that you are not getting to a point that these people are going to overdo themselves. Like, I mean, it's kind of.
Let them do their 100 squats and just call it a day, or what?
Maybe do something less, I don't know, like drastic about it, which I think that, it's good that you don't have to pay a fine, you don't have to spend the night at jail. I mean, that's okay, that works, but.
And at the end of the day, you'll have an amazing ass.
Yes!
Carla, take us home.
So that is good. So I applaud the initiative. I think that they have taken it to the next level. So that is why. Why are you telling me to take us home? I have no clue all the things that you have said, like the subscribe thing at the end.
That's what I want you to
click
say.
the bottom there.
That's what I want you to say.
And please leave your comments.
Exactly.
And if this is the first time that you have seen this, make sure that you see the other videos, that we have much more interesting stuff that we have to talk about. So make sure that you catch up on those.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you.
All right, so for Maddie, who already bailed on us, and Aspen, we have no idea where you're at, and Art, who should have been here today, who didn't make it today. I'm Terrence.
And I'm Carla.
And you guys take care. Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these in the end of the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down, patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it. Top flight.